Good morning, Lock City. It is Monday, April 13th. Trey here with you, ready to break down the MLB and the slate we have for you today. Before we get into all that, let's go ahead and take a look back at Sunday and how the games went. Things started off in the afternoon with the Orioles losing in extras to the Blue Jays 7-6. It was kids opening day, and it was a heartbreaker for us O's fans there in that one. We were really hoping to get that win and take that series against the Jays. The Giants best the Yankees and the Bronx 5-4 and moved to 11-4 overall. The Yankees now sitting at 8-7. Webb getting his second win of the year. Rodon picking up his third loss. The Royals beat the Guardians 4-2. Cole Ragans getting his first win of the year. Blake Lively picking up his second loss of the year in that one. The Pirates lose to the Reds 4-0. Not a lot of offense going on for the Pirates in this series at all. The Reds sweeping the series there. And that one, Hunter Green getting his second win and moving his ERA down below 1 to .98 on the season. Nice start for him. The Braves lose to the Rays 8-3. The struggles continue for the Braves, even with Chris Sale on the mound. He is now 0-2 on the season with an ERA over 6, and they really just need to find themselves and get back into shape. Not the Braves that we're used to seeing from the last couple of years. The Marlins beat the Nationals 11-4. The Marlins kind of quietly doing their thing and hanging around in there to start the season. They are in some of these games. They have some good young talent from some of the trades they've made the last two seasons, and they are able to compete. They hit, and in this one they had 14 hits in 9 innings. They continue to cause just a little bit of trouble for whoever they are facing. The Astros pick up a win against the Angels 7-3 in this one. Wisniewski is now 1-1, sitting at an ERA of 4 even. The Tigers lose to the Twins 5-1. The Twins picking up just their fifth win on the year. The Tigers are now 9-6. Simeon Woods Richardson getting the win here in this one, and Mize picking up the loss for the Tigers. The Sox versus the Sox. The Red Sox come out on top 3-1 in this one. Garrett Crochet Day, and he is now 2-1 with a 1.38 ERA. He's doing great. Chapman on the mound there to get the save in the ninth. The Phillies get shut out by the Cardinals 7-0. The Phillies only managed 3 hits off Liberatore in that one. Not exactly the Sunday they were hoping for. They'll look to bounce back as they head into this week. The Mets pick up another win against the Athletics out in Sacramento. They shut him out 8-0 here in this one and split the series, picking up the win in this one. He's now 2-1 with a 1.06 ERA and has just looked really, really good. Luis Severino picking up his third loss on the year with an ERA of just over 4. In San Diego, the Padres continue to just dominate at home. I believe they are 10-0 at home now. 6-0 win over the Rockies. The Rockies just had no offense going in this entire series. Michael King picking up the win and Kyle Freeland picking up the loss here. King is 3-0 to start the year and Freeland 0-3. The Mariners best the Rangers. This was a fun series to watch. Logan Gilbert on the mound, picking up a win here. His ERA is now 2.38. Evaldi takes the loss. He's not pitching bad, but just hasn't gotten run support behind him. His ERA is 2.55 at this point, 3 times through. The D-backs best the Brewers 5-2. Some late offense coming in for the D-backs in this one to push them across into the win column. The late night Sunday night baseball game was the Cubs at the Dodgers, and Glasnow was on the mound for the Dodgers. You really thought this would be a game to set up the Dodgers for a win. Glasnow looked pretty good. He exited the game with just 2 runs on the board allowed, and unfortunately that wasn't enough. The Dodgers really couldn't get the bats going after that to end up securing the win, and the bullpen ended up giving up 2 extra runs after Glasnow exited the game. The Cubs take this one 4-2. The Cubs are now 11-7, and the Dodgers now just 11-6. And that's how your Sunday slate wrapped up across the MLB. All right, before we go ahead and break down today's slate, let me go ahead and give you a reminder how you can become part of Lock City. Lock City is a premium tier Discord, and we are excited to announce that you can join us for just $5 a month. Go to wap.com/LockCity, and this will give you access for just $5 a month to every cheat sheet every day across all active major sports, access to premium picks from all 9 of our pro cappers, and tons of sports-specific and stat-specific points that can help you become a better sports bettor. Again, go to wap.com/LockCity, and you can become a Lock City citizen for just 16 cents a day. It's a great place to hang out, great community, and we love winning there. So you're definitely going to see some green coming into your account if you join us. Okay, now that we are through all that, we'll go ahead and start to take a look at the Monday, April 14th slate and see what we have coming for us in the MLB today. Evening slate only, starting at 6:40 at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. The Pirates host the Nats. Pirates are minus 218 favorites. Total here is set at 7. Paul Skeens Day on the mound here, and it is a tough one not to try to back him in this one. Couple interesting notes here looking at the lineups. Kybert Ruiz is on a 7-game hit and total base streak. Jacob Young on a 4-game hit and total base streak there for the Nats. Not a lot of big streaks going on there for the Pirates. 6:40 start in Philly. The Phillies host the Giants. The Phillies are minus 118 favorites, and the total here is set at 9. On the mound for the Giants, Landon Routt. Phillies have Taijuan Walker going on the mound here. Both pitchers have been off to a pretty average start so far, and we'll see who can settle in now as we get through the early weeks of the season. Some limited history here, Taijuan Walker versus the Giants. About 3/4 of the lineup has 250 or better averages against him in their one game that they've seen him. On the streak side of things, we have Jung-Hoo Lee with a 4-game hit and total base streak. He's also scored in all 4. Willie Damas scored in the last 4 as well there for the Giants. No major streaks going on for the Phillies. The Red Sox are in Tampa. Total here is set at 8.5, and Tampa is a minus 130 favorite. On the mound, Shane Baz for Tampa and Tanner Houck for the Red Sox. Both pitchers have been off to a really decent start. Shane Baz, though, he's been dominant. 11.1 Ks per 9, 1 walk hit per inning pitch, and an ERA of 1.38 so far. Not a lot of lineup history that's super positive on either side here. The one bright spot might be Alex Bregman versus Shane Baz, is 5 for 7 with a homer lifetime. Kansas City Royals at the Yankees. Total here is set at 9. The Yankees are minus 142 favorites. Seth Lugo on the mound for the Royals. Carlos Carrasco on the mound for the Yankees. Lugo's been pretty even and steady. Not a lot of run support behind him to start the year. Carlos Carrasco, he's been hit around a bunch. 7.71 ERA so far, and the history here definitely favors the Royals, even though it's a short history. Bobby Witt, 2 for 3 with a homer. Jonathan India, 2 for 5 with a homer. Salvi, 8 for 33. That's 242 against Carlos Carrasco in his lifetime. Not a lot of streaks on the Yankee side going on, but Salvador Perez is on a 4-game hit streak, and he homered last game. He's seen the ball pretty well. Vinny Pasquantino also on 2-game hit streak there for the Royals. The Braves are at the Blue Jays, 7:07 start in Toronto. Braves are minus 118 favorites, and the total here is set at 9. On the mound, Easton Lucas for the Blue Jays and Grant Holmes for the Braves. 7:40 start in Minnesota. The Mets are at the Twins. Total here is set at 8.5, and the Twins are minus 115 favorites here at home. Joe Ryan on the mound for the Twins. Clay Holmes for the Mets. Both pitchers off to a pretty good start. Joe Ryan looked excellent in his last outing, and he'll look to continue that. In terms of some streaks, on the Twins side of things, we got a couple guys who are pretty hot right now. Edouard Julien's on a 6-game hit and total base streak, and Willie Castro on a 4-game hit and total base streak. A lot of really good offense going on the Mets side as well. In the last series, Brandon Nimmo is on a 3-game hit and total base streak, and a couple other guys here on some small hit streaks as well. Later in the evening, we have a 7:40 start in Milwaukee. The Brewers hosting the Tigers. The Tigers are minus 170 favorites in this one. The total here is set at 7. On the mound, we got Scooby for the Tigers and Tyler Alexander for the Brewers. Both pitchers off to a pretty decent start this year. You know you're always going to get something good out of Scooby. It's going to be a matter of who is going to make mistakes in this one. Both offenses have been able to produce some runs as of late. Torque's been on a tear to start this year. And William Contreras on the other side, he's on a 7-game hit streak, total base streak as well. Bryce Terang, 3-game hit, 3-game total base streak going on as well there. Small matchup history here. Gleyber Torres has the most at-bats versus Tyler Alexander. He's got 2 hits and a homer in 7 at-bats, but also 3 Ks. So not exactly a great matchup for him, but he's done some damage in the past. 7:45 start in St. Louis. The Cardinals host the Astros. The Cardinals are short favorites here, minus 112. Total here is set at 7.5. On the mound, we have Framber Valdez for the Astros and Sonny Gray for the Cardinals. Not a whole lot of history on Framber Valdez and the Cardinals, but on Sonny Gray's side, we got some history that we can definitely take a look at here. Yordan Alvarez is hitting 375 lifetime in 8 at-bats. Jose Altuve has seen him the most, hitting 333 in 39 at-bats, and Mauricio Dubon also 333 in 9 at-bats. Looking at some recent trends here, Isaac Paredes is on a 5-game hit and total base streak, 3-game home run streak, RBIs and runs in the last 3 as well. Yordan Alvarez, 5-game hit streak. Jeremy Pena, 5-game hit streak. On the Cardinals side, we got Brendan Donovan, 9-game hit and total base streak there. He's really had himself a nice week and a half. 9:40 start in San Diego. The Padres look to continue their home dominance, 10-0 at home, 13-3 overall. The Cubs coming into San Diego. The Padres are minus 155 favorites. Total here is set at 7.5. Dylan Cease day for the Padres and Jameson Taillon on the mound for the Cubbies. Kyle Tucker has hit Dylan Cease really well, 5 for 11 in only 2 strikeouts in his lifetime against him. On the other side, Jose Iglesias, Jason Hayward, Gavin Sheets, Martin Maldonado, all hitting over 350 versus Jameson Taillon. And these Padres, man, they've been tough to slow down. It's going to be a tough look here if you want to back the Cubbies. I really think that the Padres keep this going as long as their offense can keep putting barrel to the ball. Last up on the night, 10-10 start in LA. The Dodgers are hosting the Rockies. The Dodgers are gigantic favorites in this one, minus 355 moneyline favorites. The Rockies have only won 1 game on the road. They are 1-8. Dodgers are better at home this year, 7-2 at home, 11-6 overall. And looking at the pitching matchup here, we have Antonio Senzatella on the mound for the Rockies and Dustin May for the Dodgers. Dustin May has been great so far, .082 ERA in 2 outings. And Senzatella, he's got runs coming around the bases just about every time that he's been on the mound. His ERA is at 5.14, and his walks and hits per inning pitch is over 2 at 2.14. So he is someone that the Dodgers might be able to get right against. Shohei Ohtani is 3 for 5 against him lifetime. Enrique Hernandez 5 for 9. Mookie Betts 9 for 20. Lots of guys who have absolutely smashed against him before. So we'll look to see if this is a get-right game for the Dodgers. Fantastic. That brings us to favorite part of the day, where we will give you our JuiceBox Lock. All of this research that we're doing today and breaking down the slate, we're doing with Daily Sheets. You can access Daily Sheets at sheet.today/MLB, and you can take a look at all of the games that are up for the slate today. We get full breakdowns of each lineup, the pitching matchups. We have top prop projections for hits, home runs, total bases, runs, RBIs, stolen bases, you name it. It's a great research tool. I'm really glad to be a part of it as a side project with my buddy Brian. So check it out. Again, you can access the website at sheet.today/MLB, or you can follow us on social media. Just search Daily Sheets and you'll find us on there. All right, go ahead and check out our best bet of the day, our JuiceBox Lock. We are going with something that I think Whitey's going to like here. We're going to go with the Tigers game here in Milwaukee, and I'm going to take Torque for over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs in this one, minus 125, multiple books available there. And I'm going to add an optional 1-unit ladder on the over 2.5 line there at plus money. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great Monday. This is Trey signing off again. Thanks for listening to the Juice Box. Have a great day.